As the spring training schedule winds down, and this afternoon at Camelback Ranch, it's the San Francisco Giants taking on your back-to-back world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. To go as Ohtani looks in at Jung-Hoo Lee. Just returned from the World Baseball Classic representing Korea. He and Hae-Sung Kim are very good friends. 6 for 14 this spring for Jung-Hoo Lee. And he swings at this one, hits it in the air to center field. Andy Paez backs up a few, reaches up, makes the catch, and there's one down.
And with one out, you check the velocity. First pitch was at 95, the second pitch at 97. So the velocity is there. Now the question is, on a very hot afternoon, how long does he stay in the ball game?
Easy day to get loose today, huh?
You sneeze and you're loose.
Patrick Bailey batting left-handed against Ohtani. And Shohei winds, kicks, and delivers. A low ball one. Dalton Rushing doing the catching today. Caught last night over in surprise against Kansas City. 1-0 pitch. And a ground ball toward the middle. There's Betts right behind the bag. Slings it onto first for the out.
You know, and that's positioning. Oh, this is spring training, but what about the scouting reports? You know, we see the infielders, they mark off ahead of time exactly where their straight up position is going to be. Then if it's to pull, it's 7 steps to the right or 7 steps to the left. That was perfect defensive alignment.
2 down. Matt Chapman, the third baseman, standing in from the right side. Swings the first pitch, pops it up to left. In comes Teoscar Hernandez to make the catch. And Shohei Ohtani with a nice and tidy 5-pitch. Top of the first. Dodgers coming to bat when we return to Glendale. Dodgers batting order looks like this afternoon. Miguel Rojas playing second base. Then Freddie Freeman will hit second. Betts, Muncy, Hernandez, Paez in center field. Rushing behind the plate. Santiago Espinal in right field today with Alex Freeland acting as the DH. And here's Landon Roop out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. 22 starts last season, 7-7 for the Giants. And the right-hander into the wind, and the pitch to Rojas. To say the least for Ohtani. There's a little dribbler down to third, charged by Chapman. Throws on the run, and it gets away from Encarnacion. And safe at first, Miguel Rojas.
Rojas just continues to put the ball in game 7.
Freddie Freeman. Roop's pitch inside to 47, no matter how many more games he plays. There's a base hit into right field, and the Dodgers have set up shop. First and second, and nobody out.
Yeah, the two of us were talking about second pitch into play. Freeman took all of 3 pitches.
Think the temperature has anything to do with it?
Well, we'll see on Saturday too. That 11 a.m. game. It's
pitch to Betts, breaking ball. That's a strike. 1-1 to 1-2. That's high. 2
to right-handers have been hooks.
2-2 is low. Out. Pitch swung out and hit in the air to left field. That's a base hit. Coming around third, Rojas. He will score. Freeman round second. He'll pull into third, and it's 1-0 Dodgers on a single by Mookie. 3 straight hits for the Dodgers.
Not a bad way to start.
Max Muncy, 345 hitter. 4th inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, how about this? Boom. Now watch where the second fence is above the hill. He almost hit it over that. That's been the longest home run by a Dodger this spring. Max is second. 1-2 on the way to Muncy. And the pitch outside and hot. Landon Roop ready to go. His pitch. Swung out and missed. He gets Muncy with a 2-seamer. Next is Santiago Espinal with 13. Go to first base. Mookie dives back safely. Roop stretching and throwing home, and it's outside. A breaking ball. Exceed that. Got a chance here with Freeman at pitch. He swings, fouls it down the right side. Not afternoon. Here's a pitch, and it's up in the air, shallow center. And that one may drop in, and it does. Freeman's going to score. And the Dodgers with a 2-0 lead. And Teoscar with his 16th run batted in.
It's a tough play in that particular area. You get the center fielder, and I'm not certain that he got a real good look at that ball coming off of the bat. There's some areas in the East, they're saying, yes, we're still deep winter.
Runners off first and second. 1-1 pitch hit on the ground to the glove side of Koss. He flips to second one. Adames to first. He got him. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Dodgers 2 runs, 4 hits, and a man left. We go to the second. It's the Dodgers 2, Giants 0. Opening week with your back-to-back world champion Dodgers, presented by Bank of America, coming March 26th at Dodger Stadium. Check out exciting matchups, giveaways, special events, and much more. Visit Dodgers with the lead. And Freddie rips this one high and deep to right center field. Gone. His first home run of the spring. 3-0 Dodgers.
Freeman 2 for 2. And remember what I said in the first inning about Rupp. The highest percentage of first pitch breaking balls to hitters leading off an inning. What was the pitch to lead off the inning here? Breaking ball.
And now Mookie hits it in the air to shallow right field. And going over there near the line to get it, Jung-Hoo Lee. One away for the
Freddie Freeman.
Muncy 1-0 and a strike call to Max.
Games or in camp games or in just an extra bats as far as the number of at bats.
Muncy takes low. 3-2 to Muncy. Just had what he calls a normal offseason. No recovery from anything. Muncy strikes out on a curveball, and he's not going to challenge it. The preferred strategy so far is the leverage situations more than anything. And it could be ball 4, could mean a run, something like that in a leverage situation. Leave a challenge for the 7th, 8th, or 9th. Ball hit to right field. Jung-Hoo Lee drifting over near the line makes the catch. And the Dodgers are done in the 3rd. But Freddie Freeman goes big fly right here. Banging a curveball out to right center to make it 3-0 Dodgers. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Well, with Kirsten Watson and Rick Monday, Tim Neverett here. It's hot. Glendale, triple digits. Here's Blake Trinan coming out of the Dodger bullpen. Trying to get a bounce. Go back to what he did in 2024. Door. Haven't seen him in so long. 1-2, wave and a miss. Got him with a sweeper. Wasabi out on strikes. Swinging him in. Trinan's pitch to him. Swung on and hit in the air to right field. Elkins drifting over to his glove side left. He'll look up, make the catch. 2 down. And he shows bunt. Part of the second road trip this year. I think it's a 2-0. That's fouled away. That was the worst.
At the count of 3, press a certain button and blow that puppy up.
You would have volunteered freezing. And I really realized then, and it was drilled into my head then, what Mark Twain was talking about. The coldest winter he ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
Yes. Well, at Candlestick Park, people would arrive at sleeping bags, not because they were going to sleep over. They were inside the sleeping bags during the game to stay warm.
So a little meeting on the mound, and Dave Roberts comes to get Blake Trinan as he walks McRae. So 2 outs, and the Dodgers making a pitching change. Relive Will Smith's history-making Game 7 home run March 28th against the Diamondbacks. First 40,000. Take home Will's go-ahead home run bobblehead, presented by Bank of America. Dodgers.com/promotions for the whole list. So Alex Vesia, first time going back-to-back. Expecting to see Tanner Scott too, who pitched last night as well over in Surprise. His 8th appearance, and it's important for the relievers to get those back-to-backs here in spring training, to graduate to that point, and that's where Alex is. And they got him picked off, so without throwing a pitch, he's going to get out of the inning. Daniel Susak was at the plate, and he'll come back next time. And Alex Vesia picks a man off right out of the bullpen. Stand and stretch. Time for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Sit and Sleep. 3-0 Dodgers, middle of the 7th. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. The hot mess is back as a munchie meal for Jack's 75th anniversary. I'm glad you're with us on the radio TV simulcast. And Trevor McDonald comes out of the Giant bullpen and immediately commits a pitch clock violation. Alex Freeland, the DH, will have a 1-0 count on him. And now they're looking to see if they can do something with PitchCom. 3 appearances, 2 starts for San Francisco last year. Boy, Vesia, I don't know if he broke a sweat. Didn't throw a pitch and got the last out, so he gets credit for a 1/3 of an inning. And I would think he's going to go throw a few down there. Yeah, they're letting him in down there. That's where he'll throw.
He's not going down there to work on his pickoff move.
No, he's got that down.
Every time we go past that now, and that ballpark is gone.
Bouncer to third. Casey Schmidt. Long throw, throws out Freeland, 1 away. I can imagine that playing the outfield, as you did there many times.
Upper deck all the way around.
Fitzgerald lines it inside of third. That's going to go down and bounce off the sidewall. Fitzgerald will pull into second easily with a double.
Good hitting, and the ball is out away from him. So the 4 flagpoles behind the center field fence. You know, you could pick up grass and.
Senzel played it, ended up in Knoxville, and ended up going to the. He was his thing. And he crushes this one deep to left field. It is gone. A home run. Nick Senzel, 2-run shot, and the Dodgers lead it 5-0.
And Nick knew it was gone as soon as he made contact. Oh, warm afternoon. He hit it well enough. It's going to fly.
And he couldn't hold up. He strikes out. 2 men down. Cucamonga, 61 games with the Quakes last year. Swings and pops this one up, middle of the infield. Shortstop Asabi calling for it on the grass, makes the catch, and the Dodgers are done in the 7th. But a 2-run shot over the bullpen and left by Nick Senzel extends the Dodgers lead to 5-0. Don't forget to tune in when this game is over. Stay right where you are for Access Sportsnet Dodgers, presented by Mercury Insurance. These folks in the studio are going to run everything down regarding this game. And just moments ago, you don't normally see this. Alan Porter, the umpire and crew chief, talking with both Dave Roberts and Giants manager Tony Vitello. And don't know exactly what that's about, but you don't normally see that. Tanner Scott on the mound to pitch now in the 8th.
Well, it could be many, many things. And, you know, over the years, I have seen, you know, one team maybe low on a pitcher and say to the other team, look, do you have a pitcher that you want to get in the game, and borrow a pitcher for a half an inning?
Tanner Scott's good this spring. 9 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings pitched. And unlike Alex Vesia, Tanner has to actually throw a pitch. Vesia went down to the bullpen completing his work, but did not throw a pitch in the game. Daniel Susak takes up high. He's come in as the designated hitter. He was left at the altar when Grant McCray got picked off by Vesia to end the top of the 7th. And he strikes him out. This is really encouraging, though, considering what Scott went through last year. Not his best season, but to see him pitch now is like a somewhat different guy in a good way. Tyler Fitzgerald fouls one away for strike 1. Nothing in 1 to Fitzgerald. Slider in for a strike. 0-2.
That's a good pitch. Starts outside, comes back and clips the corner.
A fastball slider guy. How do you avoid, not getting into too many patterns where you become a little predictable? This one's popped up, shallow right. Elkins over to foul ground. He's got room and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Change speeds, change locations too. Those are other options. Do you have one type of fastball? Maybe you change the pressure on your fingers to get the ball to move one way or another. Pitchers have all kinds of tricks.
Spoken like a true hitter.
Yep.
Hitters and pitchers, they get along generally, but definitely a different perspective on the game.
Well, you get along with your pitchers better than the other team's pitchers.
Right. But you still have a different perspective.
Well, Ernie Banks asked me once, he said, do you get mad at the baseball or the pitcher? And before I could answer, he walked away. I was able to chase him down a number of years later. I said, you asked me a question a long time ago. You asked me if I get mad at the ball or the pitcher. He goes, what was your answer? I said the ball. He goes, that's the best answers. There's too many different pitchers, same ball.
Barracoto hits one to center field. This one's going to be way out. I mean, way out. Victor Barracoto with a very long home run. And the Giants are on the board. It's 5-1.
Barracoto, a big guy, and he shows just how strong he is. This was long distance return to sender, address unknown.
And his son Kim just turned around and said, nah, I'm not going to get that. That's over the batter's eye.
Yeah, he turned around just to get a better view of it.
406 feet. It's 410 to center, so I think he got cheated a little there.
Yeah. Whoever measured it, you don't want him building your new house and measuring.
Catcher Eric Haas.
The kitchen will be in the living room.
Driveway won't be long enough for the car.
No.
So explain to me this. It's 410 to straight away.
Yeah.
He hits it over the batter's eye.
Hey, trust me.
And it's 406.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, we have an anomaly here with the high temperature.
And Eric Haas bounces one through for a base hit.
So you're really asking for some splaining, huh?
Well, just makes sense, right?
Which? The 410 or the 406?
Well, the 410 makes sense. I'm sure that's been measured correctly.
Yeah. Multiple times.
Casey Schmidt, third baseman. You know the story about Fenway Park, right? It was marked as 315 down the left field line for years and years and years. And there was an Air Force base nearby, kind of like Luke Air Force Base is nearby here, but there was one nearby there called Pease Air Force Base, not far from Boston. And they were using some measuring equipment from the sky, and they decided as a project one day we'll go up and we'll test the accuracy from home plate and we'll measure Fenway Park. Well, it turns out they got 310 with their high-tech measuring gear. And so they informed the team. And they remarked it. It's been 310 for a lot of years since. And Schmidt could not hold up on the sinker. He's out. Second strikeout for Tanner Scott. For the Giants in the 8th, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. Bottom of the 8th next. Dodgers 5, Giants 1.
Welcome back to Camelback Ranch. Ahead of the 8th inning, both managers, one from the Giants, of course, and Dave Roberts, they came together to talk to the umpires, to have a conversation, and it was just announced in between innings that they're going to call this game after the 8th. Of course, here, they're going to end this one after the 8th inning here, guys.
Thanks, Kirsten. So safe to say the Dodgers are going to win, huh?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we thought that might have been the conversation between Tony Vitello and Dave Roberts when we showed them talking. Eric Miller, the pitcher, the left-hander for San Francisco, facing Charles Davilon, the outfielder out of Arkansas, was with the Razorbacks last season. And here is Eric Miller, 36 appearances, 4-1, and a 1.50 ERA out of the bullpen. You got a current temperature, Mo?
It was even 100 15 minutes ago. It is now 101.
0-2 to Davilon. And he takes up high, 1 ball.
And here in the Valley of the Sun, extreme heat warning from right now through 8 p.m. on Sunday.
1-2 pitch. And a little chopper toward third. Schmidt grabs it. Goes to first in time to get Davilon 1 out. So not often you see a team that's winning in the last half inning getting to bat. But this is spring training. Miller was on the script to pitch for the Giants, so they want to get him another half. Dodger pitchers are wrapping it up out in the bullpen right now. They're going to start hitting in, picking up all the gear. His son Kim takes a slider for a strike. Kim's all dressed up for October. Never mind 100-degree Wednesday today.
That's weird. I just looked at the cameras, and our pool guy in Florida is currently at the house, and he's wearing a coat, and not a lightweight coat.
Yeah, Florida's been chilly lately.
Yes, it has.
That's son Kim beat out a ground ball to first base in the 6th for an infield hit. 1-2. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's got the fan going.
The fan has a fan.
A bouncing ball over the mound. Basabe picks it up. Quick toss to first. And 1 more out to go today. Kind of takes the suspense out of it, doesn't it?
Well, you made that strong statement with a guarantee. Went out on a limb again.
I guarantee they're going to win today. And take over first place in the Cactus League.
The all-important Cactus League.
Yeah, it'll be their 18th win. Eliezer Alfonso.
And what if you have a playoff? Cactus League versus the Grapefruit League.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
There's no chance.
Nope. Nothing in 1-2. Alfonso. And a ground ball to short, and this should take care of the afternoon. And the Dodgers are going to win this one by a 5-1 score. They go to 18-8 in Cactus League play. The Giants 16-8-1. We thank you for watching. We thank you for listening today on the radio TV simulcast. Dodgers 5, Giants 1. It's an off day tomorrow. We're back Friday on Sportsnet LA and AM 570 when the Dodgers face the Padres at 6 p.m. For Kirsten Watson and Rick Monday, I'm Tim Everett. Now, stay tuned for Access Sportsnet Dodgers.